After this video you will know if the coast of Ecuador could be an expat spot for you. Welcome to How to Expat. My name is Sam, and here at How to Expat our mission is to help expats or soon to be expats to start their journey, avoid gringo prices and settle down hassle-free. In this video we're going to talk about my personal opinion for who the coast of Ecuador could be the best expat destination. We'll break it down in first a little sequence that will show the coast of Ecuador and what it's all about. Then we talk about the pros, the cons, and at the end for who I think the coast of Ecuador could be the best new home. So I hope this short sequence gave you a little overview what the coast of Ecuador could look like. So now we start with the pros. So one of the biggest pros that the coast of Ecuador has is that it's quite undiscovered. There are not too many foreigners already there, and even not a lot of people in general. So you can really enjoy secluded beaches there where you have miles and miles just for you, which I think is probably the best advantage of living on the coast of Ecuador. Then another pro, of course, is the traffic on the coast of Ecuador. There are not a lot of cars around, the roads are more or less good, it's quite developed there. They built some new roads there. They have a nice highway from Manta to Puerto Lopez, which they built I think 5 years ago. And yeah, just traffic is very good. Not a lot of cars, and public transport is also very good and very inexpensive. You pay around $2 for a ride, no matter where you go, almost, in a bus, which is very good. Really uncommon in Latin America to have such good buses in such a remote area. Then another big advantage is the weather, so the climate on the coast of Ecuador. They do not have such a harsh rainy season that a lot of Central American tropical places experience. And the weather, even though it's quite near to the equator, it's very moderate for a tropical destination. It's around 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit with a nice breeze coming in from the Pacific. So this will be around 28 to 32 degrees Celsius for all our European guys out there. So yeah, this is another big pro of the life on the coast of Ecuador. Then safety, of course, is Latin America, so safety is a big topic always. But I experienced when I was there that the coast, when I lived there, it's quite safe. We talked to a couple of expats, we talked to locals there, and you have sometimes a couple of burglars, so you have to secure your home. But there's no big violence going on there at all. The people live there are very relaxed normally. So another real pro of living in the coast of Ecuador is cost of living, of course. It's really unbelievably inexpensive there. You get a lot of fresh fruits, coconuts, nice meat, everything like that for just, it's really a bargain there. Cost of living regarding to rental or anything like that, you can rent an apartment, a good apartment there for $300, $400, $500 a month. You can buy a house there for $120, maybe even less, $1,000. So it's very inexpensive on the coast of Ecuador because it's so secluded and not too many foreigners came in there and messed up the prices. So yeah, probably a cost of living, if you buy your own house there, which most people eventually do there, your cost of living could be from everywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month. And just put another $300, $400, $500 on top of that if you plan to rent. So what are the cons of living on the coast of Ecuador? when I lived there for some time, to see if the coast of Ecuador could be something for me to live on like full time as an expat, one thing that bothered me the most, especially for as being a young guy, is not much going on there. You don't have a big bustling city or something like that, and yeah, it's just not a lot going on. Of course, if you're a retiree or just in general a person that wants to live the good low speed lifestyle, it could be perfect for you. But just to make sure that there are no upscale malls there, no big restaurants or anything like that. Then another thing is the infrastructure. So this is a more remote part of Latin America. So it could be that you have some power outages once in a while. It could be that you don't have water once in a while and you have to call the water truck and stuff like that. Yeah, just the infrastructure is really not that developed like it would be in Bogota, in Quito, or somewhere else in a big city in Latin America. Then another thing not a lot of people talk about is that it's very dry there. It's just not like a very beautiful area compared to a lot of other places in Latin America. Like the north side of the coast around Esmeralda is a little bit greener, but yeah, it's quite dry everywhere on the coast in the coast of Ecuador. So if you want to have the beautiful nature scenery with the lush greens and anything like that, yeah, maybe you have to find another place. What is very beautiful to see is probably every night or every evening you have a very nice sunset with the red glares on the sky. So that's very nice, but lush greens, you won't get it too much on the coast of Ecuador. And then if you want to do business, probably the coast of Ecuador, it's developing, but it's not really too developed that you can do anything else than maybe managing a restaurant or a bar that more or less caters for foreigners. So there's not not a lot around there to really do big business there. And another thing is, if you seek like an expat community, of course there are some expats around there. You will find them once in a while, more like in a condensed area at times, but there regularly not too many expats around, so there's not too big of an expat community. Of course, that could be a pro or a con in your opinion. Before we come to the point where I talk about what I see as the perfect fit for the coast of Ecuador, I want to talk a little bit about the places you have on the coast of Ecuador, because it's quite a long stretch. So in the most southern part, I would see Salinas, which is kind of a party city for the people that go from Guayaquil to take a weekend's vacation there. A lot of young people around, especially during the weekends and the vacation season, and it can be quite abundant once the vacation season is over. So you have pretty much a mini Miami for yourself there. Then you go up the coast. The next part would be probably Montañita, which is quite a party town. So if you like to party, you go there. If you don't like to party, you probably stay away from Montañita. Then you go even more up, you get to Puerto Lopez, which is the place I probably would prefer, because they have a new built malecón. The malecón is a stretch on the beach where you can walk, and they have a nice beach there, and they have a good mix from tourists to expats to locals that live there, and they have some bigger shops and stuff around there. So infrastructure is a little bit better there than a lot of other small towns you have on the coast there. Then you could go up in Puerto Cayo, where we lived for an extended period of time, which is very secluded. So you have maybe 1,000 people living in the area there, and you could pretty much live the easygoing lifestyle there. Then you have Manta, which is probably the capital city of the coast of Ecuador. There you can find more malls, more like even more infrastructure, more or less good roads there. So if you like to be in a I think there are maybe 10 to 20,000 people that live there. So in a little bit bigger city, that could be something for you. Then up to Esmeraldas, there are another like really small beach towns where you can live. You just have to probably see it by yourself. And Esmeraldas is like another little bigger town with its own airport, not international of course, and the bigger beach, that could be another option for you as well. So just short for what the places are that you could go to. So who do I see as the perfect fit for the coast of Ecuador? And this will be probably the easygoing surfers or everything like that, because the coast of Ecuador is also famous for the waves there to surf. And the others, of course, are the retirees. So this is probably the biggest bunch. So if you want to live the easygoing lifestyle, have your own house, have nice weather, can go to the beach with 1 or 2 dogs, live the easygoing, great lifestyle, have a guy coming in giving you the fresh pineapples, the fresh coconuts every day, that's really the place you want to go. We spent there with an expat couple, with the retirees, and they said it's more or less like what Costa Rica was 25 years ago. So they lived quite a long time in Costa Rica, and they said, yeah, too many expats are flocking in, we have to move out there, and they found their new dream in the coast of Ecuador. So I think it's for the easygoing people, for the retirees, and as an option for people that consider Costa Rica as their expat destination, I think try to consider the coast of Ecuador also. So that was pretty much it. If you want to find out even more which country or city could be best for you, we offer a free country test where you can fill out some stuff, and we will send you what we think are the 3 best destinations for you to be an expat in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to see more videos like that, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have a question, leave them in the comments below. See you next time.